Hi guys, welcome to another Wonder Hero video. So as I've been making Wonder Hero videos and I get more and more viewers who are watching these videos and they are asking comments and questions. So for all the views and all the comments, I'm very thankful for them, and I always hope that my videos will at least help players as well, fellow players who are coming into the game to like make better purchases, or players who are already existing in the game to like on ways they can upgrade their team, or the way they can like maybe make some profit from flipping the market and stuff like that. So always hoping that my videos will help some of the fellow players out there. So I'm starting to get more videos, more comments of requests on how to clear certain stages. So today I'm planning to like make a video. I get requests like this. How do you clear stage 8-7? And then earlier I get requests like this. How do I clear 5-10? No, I'm stuck on that. So there are probably more players that are wondering this as they get stuck on certain levels. And I wanted to like make a video on that. Generally, there's no secret strategy to clearing a particular stage. The simple guideline is that just to keep upgrading your team, right? So what do I mean by upgrade? Maybe I can like show some of my heroes as well. So I've obviously spent a fair bit of money to buy good gear for my heroes. Like I've gotten 5-star, 4-star weapons for them, and I've gotten some of the most highly regarded S tier, like top tier heroes as well, right? Like my team now, I have Shion Muramasa, I have Celeste Lecroix, I have Helen Von Cross, and I have a healer, which is a Link with her healing weapon, the 4-star weapon. I actually also have a Nightingale skin, but I haven't seen the need to go into the market to buy an expensive Nightingale weapon since I already have a Link to handle the heals. So I don't see a need to spend money to buy a Nightingale healing weapon. So I'm keeping the skin for now. I'm thinking that maybe in the future, if I do get a Nightingale, like maybe a 5-star Nightingale weapon dropped as in-game loot, then maybe I can play Nightingale and then I can switch my Link to either to be a DPS hero or to be a support hero, because Link's 5-star weapon can actually buff the DPS but of all the heroes surrounding her by 15%. So she'll become a buffing hero, just a bit like Cersei, as I featured her in one of my other videos as well. She's a buffing hero, and so on and so forth. So what I wanted to say actually was that to clear any single stage, right, the important thing is actually just to keep spending money, in a case spending Horn and WND, and just keep upgrading your team. So in you can also obviously spend money to upgrade your team by purchasing better gear. Like for example, previously I only from the in-game drop, I actually only got a Helen basic 3-star skin. Still a 3-star skin, but actually upgraded. I bought a better skin. I only got a basic Helen 3-star skin and a basic Helen a weapon. One of the most the I think it was the let me check the market on this basic Helen 3-star weapon, which is this one, right? The Code Chimera. So I've actually since sold that. So I actually went into the market. I wanted to upgrade my Helen. So I went into the market and looked for a 4-star weapon. So I looked for good 4-star weapons. I managed to find one that no, it's still relatively within my budget and it had really good stats. So I bought that as an upgrade from a 3-star weapon to a 4-star weapon. And of course, I went to look for a corresponding hero skin as well. So I had a very basic 3-star skin, and I still looked for a 3-star skin, but I wanted to look for one that's so relatively cheap and had better stats. So some of the gold skins that I find, like this one, has relatively good stats, right? 1,000 hit points and so on. So I got one which is like 900 plus hit points and still had pretty good defensive stats as well. So all these are like pretty good at relatively low price. So I sold my basic 3-star skin at the floor price. I believe I sold it at like I sold the skin at 11 USDT. So it was floor price then, yesterday, as of making this video as compared to today. Like today, the floor price went a bit lower, and I spent that money. Actually, I bought a better skin, which cost me 20 USDT. But now the good skins are even cheaper, right? So that's for just for Helen. So just as an example, like I spent money, that means spent money to buy better equipment for my heroes, and then I sold my existing equipment to like get back some of the capital. But overall, I'm still spending money because you can see that I bought my Code Manticore at about 80 USDT, but I only sold my 3-star basic Helen weapon at 12 USDT, which is the floor price for it. So obviously I'm still down. I still spent like additional, that is because this one is 22, right? So we will have to bring out the calculator here. That means I spent 79.5 and 20, and I sold 12 and I sold 11. So I spent an additional 76.5 USDT to upgrade my Helen, and the upgrade was generally worth it, right? You can see that in the videos which I will show that my Helen now does not say insane DPS, but thousands of thousands of damage per turn to the enemies, and in a wide range as well. So generally speaking, to clear any stage at all, you just have to keep upgrading your heroes. So I have made a video on upgrades before, but one of the general, maybe I want to just go through a few ways you can upgrade your team. So obviously, first and foremost, you can buy better skins. So look for your hero skins that have better stats, but obviously they are going to be a little bit more expensive than what your current skins will sell for, because you're looking for an upgrade. So you will have to spend some money, buy better skins with better stats. For skins, you obviously want to look for tankiness. You want to make your hero more tanky, have higher hit points, and have higher resist value. So something like this is pretty good. Like things like this, high hit points, gives additional 1,000 hit points, already at level 3. So the previous owner already spent 135 horn to upgrade this, as well as it gives mag resist of 11%. And obviously, if you have a bigger budget, you want to go for maybe the 4-star skins and so on. Like this actually 4-star skin is not that good. Even though it has attack and mag resist, it doesn't give as much hit points. So you want to look for as high hit points as possible, and also as much resist values as possible. Some of the skins as well also give armor. This is decent. Let me try and find some which actually gives armor. Can't really find it here. So yeah, I'm trying to look for any skin that gives armor. I can't find it. So it is still rare. Most of the most obvious, the most common stat on the skin obviously is hit points. That's why you want to go for as high as hit points possible. And sometimes the better skins are not necessarily the highest star skins. Like obviously the most basic 3-star skin is usually the lowest stat, has the lowest stat value. But you can see here, like for Helen, some of her 3-star skins are way better than the 4-star skins that I featured earlier. Sometimes it's even better than the 5-star skins. So the 5-star skins maybe sell for people are selling for a very expensive price. Somehow it's not loading. Like this guy is listing this for 130, but the stats are actually not good. So the skin looks nice, but it's actually not worth the price that you pay for its stats. So when you are shopping for skins, you want to look for high hit points, and then following that high armor, and then after that probably high resist defense and high physical defense. So those are the things you want to look for, like physical resist, attack resist. Like this skin is not bad, but it's a bit on the more expensive side, right? 45 USDT as compared to some I saw earlier, right, at half the price USD, 20 USDT, or less than 20 USDT. So about 1/3 of the price. So those are for skins. And obviously for weapons, you want to get weapons with as high an attack value as possible in order to upgrade your heroes. So the higher attack value, the higher percentage of skill effect, or the higher attack percentage, the better. So things like basic attack effect will boost the attack by 3%. Then this attack value is obviously very, very important, so on and so forth. So the other obvious way to upgrade obviously is to spend Horn and WND to keep upgrading your existing gear. Like if you find that you don't have the budget to go into like to get additional USDT to buy better items, but you have Horn and Horn as well as WND that you have farmed from the game, then you can use that Horn and WND to keep upgrading the weapons as well as the armor of your existing heroes. Like this weapon will be pretty good, right? 3 stats, has additional damage to humans, attack of 135 plus 50. So this is actually 185 damage. This is like a better weapon than the earlier ones that we have seen earlier. This has 175 damage and so on. So for weapons, to upgrade your weapons, obviously look for those which have high attack values. And also you look at the weapon skills as well. Sometimes for the higher, more rare weapons, high rarity weapons, which is the 4-star and the 5-star weapons, Some of them are like they have weapon skills that do more percentage damage, which you can actually upgrade by modifying the weapon. So can spend horn as well as the BND to modify, get higher modify levels for the weapon. Then that will increase its percentage damage dealt, as well as increase its the weapon skill, so to say. So higher percentage of weapon skill will also do more damage to the enemy. And then the third way to obviously upgrade is actually to look for good equipment. So look for good equipment with either high hit point values to increase the endurance, the tankiness of your heroes, or high attack values, right? So for example, this guy is selling this has been flipped in the market like from $10. Yes, now a person is selling it for 15. Then this has 146, and it has additional 15% damage dealt as well. So this alone adds 146 attack, which is like the same attack damage as a 4-star weapon. So the better equipment that you buy, obviously you have to spend money in the marketplace and you have to look for them. So the better equipment that you buy, the higher you boost your attack value and the higher you boost your defense values. Like higher you boost your hit points, the higher you boost attack values, the better your heroes are, and the better your heroes are, the further you will get in the game. Okay, so a very simple I mean, this not no special formula to it. So hope this helps someone who's watching. Hope they can help them to clear further levels in the PvE. And obviously, if you're on a tight budget, you have to be realistic, right, with your expectations. So if you're a scholar and you don't want to spend any more money on the game, like you want to sell all your horn and WND from the things that you farm to earn money instead of rolling back into the game to upgrade your heroes, then you have to be realistic that without upgrading your heroes, even if you're just leveling up your heroes, right, in game by using the wisdom potions and all that, there is still very limited amount of stats that you could upgrade your heroes to. You still have to go. That means to upgrade your heroes, you still have to go by spending money, buying better equipment, better skin, as well as better weapons in order to upgrade your heroes and to go further. Like if you're a scholar or if you're just a player who has a really tight budget, you don't want to spend any more money in the game, then you have to be realistic that you're not going to go much further in the PvE area, and just be content to keep repeating that certain area that you can repeat, and just keep farming the horn and the beard. Okay, so hope this helps, and see you guys next time.